G'day guys, Dave Lee coming at you once again. In this video we'll be taking a look at the latest home media release from Entertainment One. Starring Bella Thorne, Patrick Schwarzenegger and Rob Riggle, it is Midnight Sun. Midnight Sun focuses on Katie, a 17-year-old with a rare affliction that has made her vulnerable to sunlight. Living most of her life indoors, Katie leaves the house every evening and escapes into her world of music, where she busks at the local train station. It's here that Katie fatefully meets Charlie, a chance meeting which leads to a summer romance. One that shows Katie what she's been missing from life, but also one that could lead to disastrous consequences. This movie follows what feels like an increasingly more regular trend in recent movies about young people with a debilitating disease falling in love. Now, I never actually realised until I sat to write the review for Midnight Sun that this subgenre of young adult fiction actually has a name: sick lit. Now, I'm all for a good romance and have actually enjoyed a good number of the past sick lit movies, but this one just didn't do it for me. Midnight Sun is a movie that crumbles under overly melodramatic storytelling, corny dialogue and acting that you'd expect to see in a CW TV series. It's a movie that throws out every single cliche in the sick lit guidebook, adding up to a story that's increasingly more predictable and unoriginal as it goes along. Midnight Sun becomes a run-of-the-mill sick lit movie, struggling beneath the shadows of those that have preceded it, feeling like nothing more than a cheap knockoff or an imitation of an otherwise fairly decent John Green or Nicholas Sparks story. It really is hard to tell if this movie even tries to be its own thing, or is just happy to ride on the coattails of movies past, despite the fact that it's loosely based on a 12-year-old Japanese movie of the same name. The movie is also jam-packed with random and frankly quite awful music numbers and sequences, which make it at times feel like a vehicle for Bella Thorne's struggling music career more than anything else. Look, I try not to be too negative when it comes to movie reviewing because at the end of the day, it's only a movie and it's only a piece of storytelling. And I feel like for its core demographic, this movie it's probably fine. And I feel like that's maybe a redeeming quality for this one. It just wasn't for me. At that, I'd give Midnight Sun a fairly disappointing 2.5 out of 5, though I might push it towards a 3 for those who are more in this movie's target audience. Entertainment One have decided against giving Midnight Sun a Blu-ray release in Australia, instead releasing it only to DVD and digital platforms, both formats on which it can be purchased right now. It can, however, be purchased on Blu-ray through Universal Studios in the US and Studio Canal in the UK. I took a look at Entertainment One's HD digital version of the movie, which should be fairly comparable to its international Blu-ray release. Despite its uninspired plot, Midnight Sun is a beautifully shot movie, heavily focusing on hard sun-drenched colours during the daytime sequences and deep moody blues during the evening sequences, truly encapsulating the divide in Katie's life. The HD digital copy is quite beautiful, full of texture and strong detail. I was, however, less impressed with the movie's Dolby 5.1 surround track. Of course, this isn't an incredibly immersive movie, but on my sound system, the audio sounded very front-heavy, almost like it was a stereo mix, with even the movie's soundtrack offering very little immersion or fullness of sound. Regardless, the movie's digital presentation is fairly strong, and I'm happy to award it with a 3.5 out of 5. Midnight Sun comes packaged with only one bonus feature, a 2.5-minute promotional featurette that offers little more than a summary of the movie's synopsis and character introductions. It's also a feature which can be found easily on the movie's official YouTube outlets. Not that I'd be all that interested in watching a making-of feature on this movie, but something of substance is always welcome for those who are. I'll be giving Midnight Sun's selection of special features, if you want to call it that, a 1 out of 5. Midnight Sun is a run-of-the-mill sick-lit flick, featuring over-the-top performances and a corny, predictable plot that doesn't even seem to be trying to be its own original thing. The movie seems fine for its target audience, but also feels like been there, done that, seen it all before, but better. Midnight Sun will never be the next Fault in Our Stars that it hoped to be. Its HD presentation is perfectly fine for a film of its kind, and I recommend this over the DVD if you can't get your hands on a Blu-ray copy. Thanks once again to my wonderful friends over at Entertainment One for providing me with an HD digital copy of Midnight Sun for the purposes of this review. And thanks to everybody out there for watching. If this is your first time viewing my channel, if you enjoyed this video and you'd like to see more like this in the future, then please hit that big old subscribe button up on your screen right now and hit that like button down below. Also, don't forget to check out my many social media accounts and please consider supporting me over on Patreon. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope I'll see you all again soon. Until next time, take care and I hope you have a wonderful day.